on me so yummy. Oh, this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. Oh, this on me so yummy. Oh, this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Them more mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's old news. That's new news. I done did that before.
Hey, yo, hey. It's Thursday night, y'all. Y'all know what's up.
You just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money. They gotta never settle. This view is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me, I stay prayed up. Nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy.
Hey, y'all. We're gonna give everybody a chance to get in here. All right. It's gonna be lit tonight.
This is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me, I stay prayed up. Nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. All this sauce so level, on another level. Elevate your level, level. Graduate your level. There's no one on it. Nah, nah, nah. Eh. All this sauce so level, on another level.
Y'all better be getting with me. Y'all feeling it? Let me know what's up. Let me know in the chat. Are y'all with me tonight? Come on.
Eh. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy.
Yes. What? What? Yes. Honey, 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 honey. Listen, happy Thursday. Y'all back here with us tonight. I am so excited. I am so excited for so many reasons. First of all, I wanted to put my girls up here on this stage tonight. Yo, we are missing 2. I don't know if Andrea and Janine. I see Janine, but I don't know if her. Where is she? I did not see her on the screen. Where, Janine, raise your hand. Where are you? There you are. There you are. There she is. Now we got one more left. I don't know if Andrea is here. Oh, Jantel. Where's Jantel's is off. But listen, let me tell you, these are the women that make this whole thing work. It's not just me. You know, the folks that are in the chat, talking to you, answering your questions, dropping links, helping you guys out. It's these ladies right here, right? They are the dopest group on the planet. They are the dopest team on the planet. And Miss Creative CEO would not be Miss Creative CEO the way you see it if it wasn't for these chicks right here. So I had to do that. And why? Because this is episode 12, people. Episode 12. Can y'all believe this? Man, we listen. How many people in the chat? Is this your first time, second time, 12th time? What is it? Roll it up in the chat. Roll it. Let me know. Let me know what I'm working with. Okay. Okay. We got a lot of first timers in here. I see it. I see it. Okay. Well, listen, I know you first timers are like, what in the world is happening over here? Because is this Michael's or is this the club? What's happening? You know, I know y'all are. It's okay though. It's okay though. Listen, I'm going to take well, they can stay up here. Let me, because they belong up here right along with me. So let me introduce myself. My name is Karen Baxter. I am Ms. Creative CEO. That's me, Ms. Creative CEO. And I am an empowerment coach, a mindset mentor, and a craft business bestie. I am your craft business bestie. I am a die-hard crafter. Trust me, if you look to my left, my right over here, you would know that I'm a die-hard crafter, okay? But I am a crafter turned coach. And what I have done over the years, I've been a full-time crafter for about 5-6 years now. I mean, I literally support myself with my hands and my thoughts. And I turned that into a coaching business. And now I coach women to greatness within the crafting industry. And these ladies on the screen are some of the people that I have worked with, that work with me, support me. They are my friends. They are not just working with me. They're my homies. Okay. And then we have a lot of people in the chat here that are also my tribe. So CBCIC, go ahead and roll that up. Go ahead and roll that up. CBC and CBCIC, roll it up. Let me know. And so what is this about? Well, I have worked with Michaels for a while. I am a national instructor for Michaels. You can actually go and see me on the Michaels. Go to mike.com/small. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see your girl sitting right there. I've been working with them for a while. And I came to them and said, hey, I want to showcase everyday people who have jobs, people who have kids and babies. If you can see right there, Krishna is right there. She has a granddaughter. She's a diehard crafter. We have real lives, but we don't have like 7 million followers, but we deserve to be seen. And I said, why don't we resonate with your followers, Michaels, your customers, and let them see regular people doing the not so regular things in the craft industry and learn and, connect with the community. They were like, let's do it. And so they gave me the opportunity to have a 12-part series here on the Michaels platform. So since March 25th, every Thursday night, we have been here every Thursday night. And it's a very different, I'm the first one on the platform. I'm the first person of color on the platform that has done something like this. And I'm just so grateful to Michaels for allowing me to do it and providing an opportunity for so many other people to showcase their talents, to get to know them, and then also to get to know you guys and everything like that. So I'm extremely excited tonight, even though this is the last of this series. It's not the last you're going to see of us. Trust me. We'll talk about that later. Okay. So tonight, what I'm going to do is remove all the spotlights and tell you, hold on. Okay, here I am. I wanted to come back up here. So what we do is very different, but what we do is we're going to meet a maker tonight. You can go over to my website, mscreativeceo.com, and you can see all of the last 11 episodes. The episodes have been amazing. Okay. Or you can also go to the YouTube channel on michaels.com. You can go to michaels.com and look at their online classes, the replays. And most of my classes are under the small business section, or you can go to their channel on YouTube and find them. Okay. And watch all of them because they're all amazing and they're all different. And every artisan is amazing on every class. Okay. But tonight, we are going to talk to number 12, but certainly not, she's last on the series, but she's certainly not least. And she's my homie. And let's see a little bit about her right quick. Shalita Joseph, let me tell you something. She is as infectious as her smile was on that picture. Today has been a very emotional day because it is a culmination of something I've wanted for a long time. And it's a culmination of seeing the wins of my community. And I'm just overjoyed. I'm overwhelmed, but I'm full. I did not plan this. But Shalita Joseph, along with Janine Cousin and the rest of them, have been with me since before there was a Miss Creative CEO. Shalita was one of the ones that I would walk through the halls of Michael's, the aisles of Michael's. We would be on the phone, FaceTime messaging. And I'm like, oh, look at this. Oh, look. And she's like, put that back. You don't need that. But then get me one. If you're going to get one, get me one and send it to me. It was that type of thing. And we have just been joined at the hip, the crafting hip and beyond since we met back in 2017. And she has been one of my biggest cheerleaders. And I'm just privileged to be able to introduce her. You've seen her throughout this whole series. And she asks you the questions and she says little things, but there she is. There's my homie, Shalita Joseph of CPNS Boutique. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Oh my God. How do you feel right now? Like, seriously.
Before I came downstairs, I literally got on my knees and gave thanks for this moment because I didn't see it coming. And I believe that things happen when they're supposed to happen. And I'm so overwhelmed and thankful, excited, and proud of myself. And I'm so happy to have my tribe here, my lionesses, to support me and my family. I'm just really, really happy.
Me too. Y'all, we started this morning on Clubhouse, if y'all familiar with Clubhouse, and throughout the day, it's just a culmination of so much that all of us have worked so hard for. And to be on this platform, Michael's, I don't know if Michael's, the store, the corporate office, I don't know if they understand how much this means to all of us individually, as well as the community of crafters, to be able to see women that look like us on a platform like this and to be applauded and celebrated is a really big deal. It's a really big deal. And for us to be the pioneers of that on this platform, we're just overwhelmed and grateful and thankful. And Shalita is like my right hand, along with my best friend Janine and the tribe, to help make this happen. And we're both just thankful because this is something she and I have been working for, right? Right. So let's talk about you. Let's talk about you.
Okay? What you want to know?
We want to know it all. We want to know it all.
We only got an hour and a half, so.
Right. Well, Michael's is like, well, we already know how y'all are. They know how we are. We know. But here's the thing. So CPNS Boutique didn't start out as CPNS Boutique, did it?
No.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I began as chocolate pudding noodle soup.
Mm-hmm. Chocolate pudding noodle soup, right? She evolved.
I evolved. I was a brand for children I named after my children at the time they were little. Pud was my daughter, chocolate pudding. And Noodle was my son, although he's 15 now, and he's probably like, oh, mom, that I said that. And I used to sew bow ties and make hair pretties, headbands and things of that nature for little girls. And I would evolve skirts. I did a lot of sewing. In fact, tonight I couldn't find a ruler, so I'll be using a measuring tape for my sewing days. And I love to make for them, but we go overboard for our kids. Thomas did not need another bow tie. Chloe did not need another hair pretty, but I wanted to make for me. And so I started sewing the La Fembos, the women's bow ties and women's skirts, and making other types of crafts and selling I was kind of all over the place, but crafting and selling, not necessarily for anyone specific at the time. But I liked the way the La Fembo made me feel. It made me feel empowered because it was something that you had to have a confidence in yourself to wear it. And a lot of people would admire it, but say, I couldn't wear that. And then once they would put it on, they'd say, oh, I like this. This is real nice. And so I liked making people feel good. I like that. And so I continue to go down that path of creating things to make women feel good.
And so when you did that, as we can see behind you, your whole brand, and see that, okay, Shalita is always my example of something that you guys are always saying. I like to do everything. How do I combine all the things I like to do into one business without looking scattered? Well, Shalita has mastered that. She has mastered that. And there's a whole class about that, so we're not getting into that today. But she has mastered the art of being girly. Okay, she has mastered that. And that is how she combines all the things into one brand for a cohesive look. Okay, so as you can see in the background, we have body butters and scrubs, and then on the other side we see notebooks and cards and pillows and bags, and she has all this stuff, but there's a common theme of the girly girl. So answer me this: why girly girl? What does that do for you, and why is that so much your brand?
So it goes back to that feeling that I was talking about of women feeling good. I know when you usually hear the word girly, you think, oh, pink, and I love pink. I mean, y'all know I love pink. I'm a pink snob. But for me, girly is an inner strength that everybody has, every woman has, right? It is that inner power that tells you, yes, you can do this. It is when you walk past the mirror and you catch a glimpse of yourself and you like what you see, and you walk in the room and you have an energy that you command the room. It is your self-confidence. It is all of those things. And so I want to surround myself with things that make me feel good, that make me smell good, that make me, I like writing in, something that's going to make me feel beautiful, feel good about myself. And I want other people, when I make any of those things and I send it out to my customer, I want them to feel that when they open up the box.
And so you are committed to that. And so she moves because she's so committed. And first of all, let me say, because Shalita knows who she is, that's number one. And she knows her strength and her thing. It shows up in her products, and you can feel it in her products. And when people buy her stuff, they end up feeling girly. They feel pretty, right? And so now that common thread that goes through your brand is solidified. But also what you're doing is helping people gain confidence, women gain confidence. I think that's probably your root of your mission in your business, is to help women feel good about themselves and where they're going, right?
Right. Absolutely. In business and in personal life. Like, I want you to see yourself.
Right.
See yourself. Look in the mirror and see how beautiful you are. See how valuable you are. Girly isn't necessarily poofy tulle and pearls, though I love poofy and pearls.
Okay.
It could be stilettos and ripped jeans. It could be a leather jacket and Timbs. It's whatever. When you, like I said, when you walk in a room, when you put it on, you feel so good about yourself.
So let me ask you this: how did you feel like that overnight? Was that just always your thing? Was this a process, or did you just wake up and say, "Oh, I want to be girly and I have everything all together and it's perfect"? And you see me on Instagram and Facebook and it looks perfect because it has been perfect. Was it like that? Because I think a lot of people think that when they see people like you, myself, and the other ladies on the platform, that this was just something easily done. You have a family, you got 2 kids and a husband, and you got to make your money, and it was a lot. So tell us a little bit about that journey.
So yeah, no, I did not wake up like this. It was work trying to navigate what I wanted. You know, I knew what I felt like to feel good, but I didn't realize that that was something that I wanted to hone in on for myself and for other people. So as you mentioned, you know, I do have children. I have one who virtual learner and a homeschool high schooler now. And so juggling work and children and home, all of that was a balancing act. And I am, sometimes I break a dish, but it's okay. You know, it's okay. I know where I'm going. I know what my end game, my goal is. And so, you know, having a team of people, my family and the people I surround myself with, help me to stay focused and keep my blinders on. You know, I navigate it. I get to where I want, you know, whatever the next level is.
Yeah, but it's work. It's not like,
yeah, no,
right.
I wear all of the hats. You know, as an entrepreneur, you wear all the hats. You are sales, you are customer service, you are the buyer, you are the maker, you are production, you are shipping, receiving. You're all of the things. You're all of the things. And some things you do better than others. But you are the one who has to do it. And so it's a lot of work. You know, I probably should have gone to school for marketing because I think that's one of my strengths. But that marketing yourself and putting yourself out there to people is a lot of work. It's scary because you feel like, I don't want people to get tired of seeing me. I don't want to lose followers. So maybe I'm doing it too much or not, but how can they know you? How can they come to love you if you don't put yourself out there?
Absolutely. And that is a process. So you put yourself out there, you've evolved into this brand, very cohesive. You have gained confidence within yourself, and now you're out teaching now, because that's like the next level is like, once you do all the things and make all the things, the next natural progression is to teach what you know. And so you've learned how to do that. And so what we're doing tonight is a part of one of your classes that you actually teach, right? So what I want to do is step back, let you have the floor so you can show these people how you make these bomb books, man. If you're going to school or just for yourself because you just want to be cute, you need to know how to make these notebooks. So Shalita, you got it.
Okay, guys. So I think notebooks are cool. Someone taught me how to do it. I'll drop her name, Misha Bazemore from Coco Twins, one of my brand crushes. And she taught me the basics on what to do. And I took what the little bit of tools that she gave me, they were major tools, and I Shalita-ized it and, put my spin on it. So some of you may have purchased the materials, may have had them already. If you don't have them for tonight, it is okay because the replay will be up. And a lot of times when I would teach this class live, no one had any of the materials. My goal was to actually show you the process, and then you could decide if you wanted to invest in the materials and buy them. And most people did, but I want you to see the process first. So let's jump right in. So there was a digital download. Let me go ahead and turn on my laminator. There was a digital download of my custom digital paper, and I have it printed double-sided. Now you can print this on your own printer at home, or you could send it to your Office Depot, Staples, whatever local printer you have. And what you're gonna do is, once you have those two printed out, you're gonna take a pre-existing notebook, one subject notebook. I got this notebook from Walmart. It's a pen and gear, one subject notebook.
Mm-hmm.
And the main thing is that it has 42 or 43 holes in it. And what that is the pitch. And that's necessary to have for the binding machine, because we have what's called a 4-to-1 pitch binding machine. And what that means is there are 4 holes to each inch. So you'll notice that sometimes you'll pick up a notebook and the holes are kind of spaced out more. It could be a 3-to-1, it could be a 2-to-1. Some of you, if you use the cinch binding machine, that's a 2-to-1 pitch. So it's the spacing between. So we're gonna just take off this ugly wire coil, because we're gonna replace it with a cute one.
Mm-hmm. We had a couple of questions. How do we get the download? You need to go, we can try to find a direct link to it, but where you went to sign up on the Michael's platform is probably still there. If somebody can drop the link to the sign up page for this class, there's in red, it says, get your free download here. Click that button and you can download it there. Jessica wants to know what was the weight of the printed paper?
I use 1 10-pound paper for my covers. And I laminated with 10 mil laminating sheets. I just want to mention that the free download was just for the front cover, but if you wanted all the sheets, actually there's more than the 4 here. The set has about, I want to say 6 or 8 sheets in it on the website under digital paper.
Oh, thank you, Anika. I was reading the comments. Forgive me. So Shalita, come a little up into the camera so they can see. So she clipped off, and she's uncoiling the wire off the book.
Okay, so that was the wire. I took it off. I'm going to use this as my guide to cut down my paper, because even though you're printing off 8.5 by 11 paper, your notebooks are actually like 8 by 10.5.
Okay.
So as you can see, your paper goes past.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me let them know. Maddie from Michael's just said that the page is already down, but she dropped a link in the chat. If you scroll up just a little bit and you look at Maddie with Michael, she dropped a link to the paper right there in the chat. Thank you, Maddie. Go ahead, Shalita. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to match my cover.
Okay.
Sometimes you can get your printer to cut borderless, which is great, but if not, it's okay, because like I said, it's still you're gonna end up cutting it off anyway, because your paper is larger than the standard notebook cover.
Okay, can you, okay, because we only see the
No,
corner
I'll
of the
adjust
notebook.
it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So are you going to share the name of the binding machine and laminator that you use?
I sure am.
Okay.
The binding machine is from mybinding.com. And the laminator is, I got it off of Amazon. It's a Fellows machine for the 10 mil. However, when I first started making notebooks, I used a 5 mil laminating sheet, and you can get a Scotch brand from Michaels.
So like last week, when you learned about how to name, when she did her notebooks, she let you know that you can go to Michael's and actually get a good laminator there. I would probably use a heavier paper if you use, because I think those laminators only go up to 5 mil.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So I always used a 10 mil. Laminating.
Oh.
No, I always use 110 pound paper.
Right. So you want to explain the different weights of the laminating and why that's important?
Yes. So how about, I don't have any laminating sheets over here. Be right back.
Y'all, if y'all paying attention to the chat, they are dropping the link to that cover that she has right there. So she's going to come back and find the laminating sheets, but the mil, you have 3 mil, 5 mil, 10 mil. Those are the main ones.
This is a 10 mil. It's heavier. This is a 5 mil. It's flimsier, but it'll do the job if you have a heavy card stock. The 10 mil is kind of like a planner cover with good paper in it. Mm-hmm. So it's stronger, it's sturdier. Some people will use glossy paper and not laminate. They'll use glossy paper. I prefer to laminate because one time I spilled something on the table, and I was so happy that my notebook was laminated because I could just wipe it off. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So y'all can go to Walmart. You know that the school is coming back, and whether you're in school physically or still at home, you're going to need notebooks, and they are going to be in the back to school section, and you can get them for like 25 cents, Yeah. So you can really set your kids up looking cute on the cheap, really, with this.
Yeah, I think that, the kids got gypped this past school year showing off their cool school supplies. So we got to make up for that. So how cool would it be to make their own notebooks? And I'll show you a few other covers to give you guys some ideas of different things you can do.
So Misha wants you to point out, what are you doing with the cover and why are you using it while cutting the paper?
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
What are you doing with the cover and of the notebook, and why are you using it while cutting the paper?
So because the paper is larger than your notebook cover, I'm using it as a guide. Mm-hmm. See here how the paper goes past? But I need the paper to be this size because this is the size of my notebook. So I'm just using it as a guide to cut down.
Great. Now, cover for boys. Well, Sonia, one of the things that Shalita teaches in her classes is how to create your own covers. You see that? She'll show you that. So that was one that she designed, but you literally can make whatever you want, print it out, and turn it into a cover. Let's see, what brand paper trimmer are you using?
This one is a Westcott Carbo Titanium. It's actually a scorer and a trimmer. But guys, I really like my Cricut. I just need to replace the blade on it. I have a Cricut cutter, and the blade I use it a lot. So a Cricut one is good too.
Okay. Will this be available to look at after tonight? Yes, Key. It'll be probably up on the website by Saturday, maybe late tomorrow, but definitely by Saturday, it'll be up on their website. You can go to michaels.com and click online classes, and you should be able to see it. And they usually put my classes up under small business section, or you can go to my website, Miss Creative CEO, and all of them will be there as well.
So this is one that I did. I designed this cover, and this is my handsome high school bound son. So I just took a picture. So you could take your kid's picture and just print it out 8.5 by 11. You could take graphics that you have already. Here's another one graphic that I have. You could just do words. You could really, you know, whatever you want. This is another one that I'm going to show you something with later.
Will I be able to access this chat after Shalita's class so I can come back to the link so I can focus on her class now? Yolanda, I don't know. I don't think so, that the chat is not uploaded to Michael's, but we'll be doing it throughout. And so what you could do is click the link and it'll just open up a window, and just let that window be there and come back to the video. And then when you're done, you'll have the links there. And then also, you can go to my website and they'll be on my website as well. Be easy to get to.
Okay, I'm gonna go laminate these now. On the other.
We got it. The trimmer, can you say the trimmer name again?
The trimmer was it's by Westcott. Let's see if I can get that.
Hold on, let me switch back to the other camera.
Carbon titanium. And it had a scoring and a cutting.
Okay.
I think I got this from Walmart.
So we're back to laminating. There you go. The one that Cricut has, they don't carry this one, but the one for Cricut is right there in the chat. She just dropped it. Is the notebook wide rule or college rule?
It doesn't matter as long as it has the 42. These are college rule, but it's where we at? Which camera are we on? It's really about the pitch. I don't like wide rule, but that's a preference.
Right. And yes, no, Tiffany, you cannot use a 10 mil laminating sheet in a 5 mil laminator. And the reason is because the laminator does not get hot enough to melt the plastic around. Because the 10 mil is heavy. It's heavy, heavier weight paper, right? Not weight, plastic. So you need a higher heat setting in order to melt it. So 5 mil isn't going to do it. Now, like she said, you can get a 5 mil and just get a heavy cardstock, and that kind of balances it out. It won't be like what she's doing, but it's still good, right, Shalita?
It is. That's what I started off with. So if you want to just do it just to start off, and you know, especially if you're doing this as a hobby, you know, that would be perfectly fine. Now, if you decide to do this and start your own stationery business, then, you know, you may want to go ahead and invest in the.
Exactly.
Now, I'm done with the laminator, and I now have to cut it down. I have to cut this off, but I'm not going to cut too close because I don't want to break the seal.
So Melva said we need a 42 hole notebook, correct?
42 or 43, yes.
Now, why does it have to be like that? It's based on what? No, you know.
Yeah, it's based on the pitch of your binding machine. So this here is my binding machine. And these holes represent the holes on your notebook. This is a 4:1 pitch binding machine. You can go to mybinding.com. This is a manual one. Like I'm gonna have to pull the handle down for it to punch the holes in, but they do have an automatic one that not only would you punch it, but it'll run your coil through automatically. But again, this works just as fine. I will self-coil all of mine while I'm Netflixing and chilling. So you don't have to jump into the dive into the deep end. Jump into the dive in.
And so there is a lot of other little nuances and details that we can't condense into this course or this class. But again, Shalita has lots of courses that can kind of break it down so that you really understand. But right here for this purpose, with this particular machine and that particular paper, that's what you're looking for. Can you share a tip for sourcing spiral notebooks without breaking the bank?
So I got all of mine from Walmart. I stock up back to school season. When I stock up, like they're usually, or you could go to like Staples, Office Depot, those kind of stores, even Target, because they're literally 25 cents or less. So you're not spending a lot. They're less than 25 cents.
Yeah. Kim, thank you. I see Kim and Monica. Thank you. Y'all educated me. I didn't know about this saving the chat thing. Thank you, girls, ladies, queens. I appreciate that. So they said if you missed it, didn't catch it in the chat, you down in your typing where you're typing in the box, there's 3 dots. And if you click it, it says save chat. So thank you, ladies, for that. Okay, well, okay. Screenshot, that was a good one.
I'm just cutting my cover down.
Okay. I'm checking out all this, trying to catch up to the comments, make sure that we are good. I'm watching on my phone. Will the link for the download be active after this class? It will, and they have dropped it a couple of times in the chat. Do you design pre-made digital paper covers that we can download and use for our notebooks?
I do.
Okay. So they've been dropping that as well in the chat so that you are able to, excuse me, get that.
If you hang out with me to the end, I might have something for you.
Ah. All right. I know you said that the binding machine is from mybinding.com, but there is a certain machine that we should be looking for.
It's a 4:1 pitch spiral coil binding machine.
So
now
when you type in 4:1, what you're going to type in is the number 4, the colon, and then the number 1, the 2 dots on top of each other, 4:1:1. That means 4:1 pitch. So if you type that in, spiral binding, in that site, you should be able to find it.
I had to whip out my pink
Ziva
ribbon.
said, now you got her wanting to do notebooks.
Okay.
Can you use the cinch for this, Shalita?
You can. I have a cinch. I'm just not a huge fan of how you have it. I don't think it's as user-friendly as the spiral binding machine. I like the finished product of it. I like the look of it, but it's a learning curve for it. Okay, so let's punch some holes in here.
Okay.
So I have my notebook. These are my pages. I don't need to make pages. I'm just going to use my original notebook's inner. And I've got, this is going to be the front and that's going to be the back. Let me use this side, right? So you want to make sure your holes are going to be on the correct side. So you have to pay attention to that. So remember your holes. I told you the holes on here correspond with the holes here. So you could try to line it up to see, okay, can you guys see this?
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a hole that it doesn't get punched because it's not that long. But if your notebook was that long, that's okay, because it'll catch it.
Erica, no. Does it tell the pitch on the notebook? Does it say 42 on it?
Oh, you'll
does
have to
not.
count the holes.
You have to count.
Sorry.
Yep. Tiffany, yes, 110-pound paper with 5 mil is good. It will not be as sturdy or tough, thick as this, but it will do the job.
Okay, I am going to see if I can turn this so I can have a better arm when I pull it down. Can you guys still see?
Mm-hmm. We can see it. How can you tell the pitch of the notebook? Well, like you want to do that, Shalita?
So if your notebook has 42 or 43 holes in it, you're good.
Yeah, Pam, you're right. The cinch is a 2-pitch binding machine. So you would not be able to use the cinch with a spiral bound notebook because it's
No,
a whole different thing.
No, your pitch is not the same. A cinch pitch, I believe, is a 2-to-1, which means
Correct.
it's 2 holes per inch. This is going to give you 4 holes per inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1 inch. You got 4 holes in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I got my holes, and now all I got to do is give it a coil. Well, mybinding.com also sells the coil, and you can get a lot of colors. I'm just going to use for this one a black coil, and I'm just going to line up the holes. You guys, I'm going to make sure I'm in frame.
Mm-hmm. Do you make designs on your paper that mix your book cover? I'm not sure that maybe you may make the book cover. Yeah, she does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So your coil, just like you have a 4-to-1 pitch notebook and binding machine, you need a 4-to-1 pitch coil. And again, there's 3-to-1 pitch coils, 2-to-1 pitch coils. You want a 4-to-1 pitch coils because your coil is actually going to feed itself and know where the next hole is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to start it. Let's see if I can get this down a little closer for you guys.
I'm trying to catch up on the chat, y'all, and bypass the questions that we've already answered. Patty said, I'm hanging. Does that make me extra yet, Karen? You getting there, girl. You getting there. You say with us. The brand of the laminator. Everybody wants the brand of the laminator.
My laminator is by Fellows, F-E-L-L-O-W-E-S. The style is the Jupiter 2 125.
Fellows, Jupiter 2 145.
125.
125. So let's tell you right up front, that's a big girl laminator. Okay, that's a big girl laminator. I'm telling you now. All right. However, Michael's has laminators too.
Right.
So if you want to, I urge you guys, I'm not saying don't go get it, but what I am saying is, before because sometimes things look great and then you get it and it's like, okay, this is not the right one for me, but you've spent like $780,000 on the supplies, okay, and bought the whole rack of beads off of the Michael shelf or paper or whatever the case is. So at the laminator machine is not that expensive. It's like $20-$25. And you can get started and see how you're liking this and then go. And if this is something that you really want to keep up, then go and upgrade Now, if you got it like that and you like, I know I want to do this, then let's go. But I'm just trying to help y'all out. Okay. I've got the laminator sitting in the corner and it's, $500 just sitting there, real talk. Okay. Can you do this the same for the smaller notebooks, like 6x8 or something? Can you do this the same way?
So I have made my own notebooks where I print out my own paper. I have done notepads with Michael's blank sheets that are like 4x6, I want to say, or they're little small kind of, I want to say they're 4x6 pads, and they don't have any lines in it. If you're making your inside, you control the holes. So you're controlling the hole in your cover, you're controlling the hole in your pages. So yes, you can do that. And if your notebook was narrower, it doesn't matter. You're just going to cut the portion that you don't need anymore. So if you were making a short one, it would just be that much. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So I cut my coil down, and I'm just gonna feed it through and kind of like twist it back like you usually get it in the store, so that the coil doesn't come undone.
Now, while you're doing that, somebody said, how did you get the wire spiral out of the original notebook? By uncurling the end and just twisting it out.
Yeah, I cut the end off, and just how I rolled it in, I rolled it out.
Yep. Monica, that's exactly what she was just saying. I hope that answered your question, that you can definitely use blank paper and construction paper for the inside, and then you can just punch the holes. Right now,
Right.
You have to, because you're using a pre-punched notebook with holes that are already there, you have to get the machine or books that match the machine or vice versa. Whereas if it's just, blank paper with no holes, you control all of that yourself and do it how you want to do it. Okay.
So that's the notebook.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't have any questions on this, I want to show you something else.
Mm-hmm. Girl, there's like 99. There's a lot of questions.
Okay. Good.
So, Misha gave a good thing that I think is worthy. If you take a ruler to the store, or even don't even take a ruler. A lot of times where the notebooks are, rollers are hanging up near the notebooks. Take a ruler and measure the holes in the notebook. And if you've got 4 holes to 1 inch, that means you have a 4-to-1 pitch. If you've got 3 holes to 1 inch, you have 3-to-1 pitch. If you got 2 holes to 1 inch, that is 2-to-1 pitch. Okay. So that's how you know what to do. That's a quick way to do. Can you take it to Office Max or Staples to punch holes, Shalita?
No.
Okay. How do you make the covers? I guess the design of the covers.
The design of the covers. So I do offer a class on scene design. And I design it using Canva, which is they have a free version and a paid version. And you can, it's a recorded class, so you can watch it at your leisure, but I do explain my process on creating your own graphics or using graphics to create your own scene covers, whether it is with clip art or with words or
And
digital
she is
paper.
dope with it. She's a beast with that. She is the queen of scenes, like seriously. So yeah, Tara asked, if you're using 120 weight paper and 5 mil, should the laminate be doubled?
So I've never used 120 weight paper. So I don't want to give an uneducated guess on that one.
Well, I think what she means is, should you put, like, I'm thinking two things of paper or 2 things of lamination on it, or just, is it good enough to run through one sleeve? Does that make sense?
It probably is good enough. My concern would be the thickness, it being too thick to go through your punch.
Yeah. Tiffany says now she got to go get a machine. Yeah, it's that thing. The machine you recommend looks like it's better deal than the cinch. It's about the same cost.
I love this. I have the cinch too, and it's decor. for my
Exactly.
craft
It is,
room.
yeah, I have the cinch for the same. Yeah. She says Billy says she's been using the cinch, but she said, I bet you I get a binding machine now.
Yes, I stamped approval on that.
That's it. Laverne asks, what size notebook would you use with the cinch if you use that?
So you mean to revamp?
Mm-hmm.
I don't make cinch. I don't use the cinch, so I don't know. I think with the cinch you can make it big though, if I'm not mistaken, because you have to adjust the.
Yeah, you can adjust the ends and stuff. The cinch, you got to know what you're doing, and you got to know how to place those things. It's a little extra. Okay, it's
I'm
really
extra, but I'm not that. Well, I am that.
Yeah, we are. We're just different, right?
I just want to get it done. I just want to see my work like now.
Right now, instant gratification. Jennifer, that's a great question. How do you know what measurement to set the binding machine on for the width from the edge of the holes? That's a really great question, but it's beyond the scope of this class. It's in Shalita's class though. Look how, because that will take a minute to get to explain. Look how, okay. Thank you. I'm trying to make sure I get all the questions. It's the flick of the wrist. She AD said it's the flick of the wrist for her. How you put it in there and you make coiling look so easy.
It really is easy. Because like I said, since the coil corresponds with the hole, the coil knows where to go. I'm just rolling my hands like this.
Yeah, that's it. Like money. You rolling your hands like that money. That's what that is. Okay, yes, Yolanda, and I hope maybe she already saw it. Maddie, can you drop the links that you had for the Michaels laminators, please, in the chat again? What tool are you using to cut the ends?
I knew somebody was gonna ask me that question.
Yeah.
It's not a whole, it's not a pokey tool. It's not that.
Pokey tool.
It's
we give
I want to say it was like a coil crimper.
Mm-hmm.
Like a coil crimper, and I got it off of Amazon.
Let's see. Kiosha, I am talking to you. What size is the coil? Trinette wants to know.
10 millimeter? 10 millimeter.
10 millimeter is 10. The laminator.
No, it's 10.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, cool.
So when you go to mybinding.com and you're looking at the coil, the spiral coils, each coil is going to tell you how many pages, up to how many pages it will hold. So this particular notebook was 80 sheets. Sometimes they'll say 100 sheets for the one subject. And so you can get a coil that's like up to 100 sheets. Now, let's say you wanted to make a 2-subject notebook. All you're going to do is use 2 of these and create a divider. Well, how do you create a divider?
There she go. Here we go. I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you asked.
She did coil it by hand, but there are some machines that have the electric coiler on top. They're more expensive, but it takes 2.5 seconds to coil it.
Yeah,
it really does.
I'm going to coil this one and you'll see. So this is a notebook that I created for this, just to show you this. This cover is not available, but I just created it just to show you for the purpose of the tutorial. So I took 2 notebooks and I'm going to add a divider. And what I did was I took a 65-pound paper, plain, and I printed out another page of digital paper that complements it. And I measured up from the bottom 3.5 inches. And I measured up on the other side 6.5 inches. And then I cut. And then you guys, do you need me to like do it, or you guys good with me explaining? Let me know.
They probably want you to do it.
They want
But
me to do it?
let me come back to this tool. Let's be clear. Let me explain. This tool that's on that table that she used to clip the ends, it is a special tool. It's made special specifically for coiling the ends. However, you can use a jewelry tool thing like that. You can find that at Michael's. Listen, y'all, this is a Michael's platform. So we want to go to Michael's, some of the stuff, but that you can use that, and you can simply get like a little wire cut, like the jewelry cutter wire cutters, and cut it off. And then all you do is just twist it in. You just want to twist it a little bit back into the coil so that the edge is not sharp and catching on things. If you look at the binding, the way it was coiled before you take the coil off, look at that and mimic it the same way when you put your own coil on. I hope that helps. Okay. Do we need Shalita to actually make it? You know they do. I'm not even down to the bottom of the comments, and I know they saying yes. I already know it. I feel it in my soul.
So, so remember, I cut down 3.5, so 3.5.
Mhm. Come in frame just a little bit closer to the line. Thank you. Perfect.
I'm gonna just mark. And then on the opposite side, 6.5.
Don't you love her pen, y'all? She's such a girly girl. When you have a chance, let them see the inside of the front and back covers when you're done.
Okay. And then I'm going to just like a light line. Should have done that with a pencil, but.
If you punch your own, then you can use O-wire with Bind It All or the Sense machine instead of the coil. Yes, you can do that. Go ahead, Shalita, I'm sorry.
It's fine. So I am now going to take my paper and I'm just gonna cut across the line that I created. It's very light, you guys can't see it, but I drew a line that marked the 2 spots.
Laquita says, I'm trying to minimize things to do, Shalita, and you're making me want to make binders now or notebooks now.
Sorry, not sorry.
Easy, right?
Sorry, not sorry.
She makes it so easy.
I'm gonna, I should have cut off to match, remember, because it's got to match your, thing, and this one's a little bit big. Can you see that? So I'm just gonna.
Oh, your mom said, do what you do all day. Proud mommy. Oh, hey. Hey, Miss Glover, how you doing?
That's my mama, y'all.
I'm trying to catch up. I think I'm catching up. I think. Do you print at home? If so, what printer? The ink you use to get vibrant colored prints.
Okay, so I have a few printers. I have a Eco Tank, which is my favorite. It's an older model though. They have come out with a newer model since I purchased this one. My Eco Tank is the 2750, but like I said, there are models that go past that. I like the Eco Tank. The ink lasts me 2 years before I had to replace the ink. I will say that when it clogs though, which a period of time did go before it clogs, it did give me some wonkiness, but as far as the vibrance in the color, I loved it. Then I have a HP laser printer, and sometimes I'll send something to like Office Depot or whatever and just let them print out. If I have a lot of pages that I need to print, like if it's a large order, I'll just go ahead and let them print for me.
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do now is
Lynette, no. Comb binding and coil. She is doing coil, COIL
yeah,
binding.
comb binding. You don't
Different.
want that.
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm trying to open up this paper.
When
This
you
is
cut
just
the edge,
Recollections paper. Sorry. Yeah, Recollections 65-pound paper that I got from Michael's.
Shonda, you can hand cut if you have such a good steady hand. Go ahead and hand cut it, but you know, you gonna have your own style because mine would be all over the place.
So I'm not gonna cut this down, but you need to cut it down.
Okay. Throw them away, Tiffany. She said, "What do you do with the old covers that you took off the notebook?"
Yeah, I throw them away.
Now, if you
But
really
you
wanna
can't.
be-
So I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
So it has that chipboard back. So if you didn't want to, throw that away, you want to just reuse that and just do a front cover, you can absolutely keep your chipboard and just change your front covers.
Yep. And if you're particularly about recycling and stuff, you can probably those plastic front covers, cut them up, weave them, mosaic tile them. I don't know. But I'm sure you could find something to do, but then you don't want to have a whole bunch of notebook covers you're not going to do anything with and be on the episode of Quarters of the Craft World.
Mhm.
Like, no. Like, no.
Okay, I said I wasn't going to cut this down, but I changed my mind. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you have two now, right? Because you had the top and the bottom one, the one you cut off.
Mhm.
So you're gonna take this and you can use like glue tape and say I pick a side, whatever side you want to show, and just tape along the bottom and the sides. This is gonna be your pocket. See on this one that I finished? This is my
Mhm.
pocket.
Now that tape right there, that's pretty sturdy tape. That's that double-sided. You got that from Michael's?
I did get this from Michael's.
Yeah. They've got, yeah, that's where I get mine from.
I tape the sides.
Marcia says she can't afford to throw anything away, seeing that I pay 7 times the cost of what you guys pay. Where are you that you're paying 7 times the cost? I use the laminate covers to make super sturdy pocket folders or dividers that I don't. Fancy. That's a good idea. She says she uses those covers to make pocket folders. I guess kind of what you're doing, that she doesn't have to laminate.
Mhm.
That's a great idea.
It is a great idea.
Marcia is in the Caribbean. So now I understand why she pays so much. I'm sorry, girl.
So now I'm just removing the paper off.
Your nails are cute. I like them.
Thank you, girl.
They're pink and sparkly.
Little girly something,
I
something.
know. Okay, so while we waiting on, because the tape can be a beast. How many people gonna go out and stalk Walmart for the notebooks tomorrow or whenever and make some notebooks? Yes, honey. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody.
Yeah,
You do childcare. Yeah.
dropped a little note at our anniversary party at one of the reps that joined the anniversary party, saying they need to get they need to get these machines, these binding machines, because it's big. Making your own notebooks is huge.
It's huge. It is huge. And they never go out of style. You always need notebooks. Kids are always in school. You always need
We
them.
used
15
notebooks when we
cents.
were kids,
Mhm.
and we still buying notebooks, so they're not going anywhere.
They're not. They're gonna paper, even though we've got digital, paper is all paper and pen is always gonna reign supreme. Somebody said something, and I'm trying to find it in the chat. Danielle asked, could you just fold a sheet to make a pocket instead of gluing it? You could add the longer sheet in the middle to create a front and back. Just one, you probably could. This is not the only way to do it. This is just her way of doing it, but you definitely could do it that way.
Yeah, I'm just taking paper that I like to coordinate with. You could use your own stock paper and do whatever you want with it. I'm gluing the bottom just to kind of reinforce it, because if you've got a lot of stuff that you're putting in your pocket, you know, you don't want that to come undone.
Right.
And so now I'm gonna go ahead. I didn't my crocodile is what I use to make my corners rounded.
And that is We Are Memory Keepers.
Yes.
And you definitely can get that at Michael's. It's called Crop-A-Dial, and it gives you two sizes, 1/4 and 1/2 of the corners.
Around. So I already punched holes in this one. This is my center.
So you're putting two notebooks together. You uncoiled two notebooks. So now in this case, you got a divider in the middle, a front and back. So that means that you're going to have a larger coil, correct?
Correct. I'll get to that in 1 second.
Okay.
Somebody asked me about my covers, what they look like. So this is my front.
And that's an example of a scene. Shalita, first of all, Shalita created the pink and the dots and the lines. She created that digital paper. Then she took different elements of clip art and created the scene with the ladies and the pillows. So when we say she's the queen of scenes, that's what I mean. You heard that? Bars. Okay. Queen of scenes, that's what I mean.
This is another scene that I created.
There's that. So she has classes that's going to teach you how to do that. It did not come like that. She created that. Okay.
Right. What I love about creating scenes is that every time someone looks at my notebooks or purchases one, they envision themselves in that scene. They say that girl is that's me, or I want to be there. And so I have put each element in this scene. None of this existed together. Now there are some amazingly talented people who will create a scene for you, so you don't have to do this. But I feel like this makes mine stand out, because you really have to work really hard to try to duplicate mine. And I haven't seen it done yet.
Yeah,
another thing I wanted
nobody's you, so it's not going to happen. Right.
If you're making notebooks as a business, you can brand your notebooks by putting your logo, or if you have a sticker, you can put the sticker on there of your logo and then laminate it. But this is a great way to brand your product as before it goes out. So I'm going to go ahead and punch holes in this.
They asked, what type of glue are you using?
Memory glue by Aleene's. I got it at Michael's.
Okay. Kelly says, my baby is about to be super fancy for her senior year. I can't wait to start. She's about to be sick of me. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay, so I need a bigger coil because I got more paper that's going around. I cannot remember what size this was, but all I know is I chose something that was going to hold at least 200 pages.
Mhm.
And I'm just lining up my holes again.
When you guys go shop for coils, it'll tell you how many sheets the coil can hold.
Right.
It'll tell you that. So you know if one notebook is 80 sheets, so two are 160 sheets, you need to get at least a coil that does 200. The smaller coils will make it too tight and the pages won't turn and they'll end up ripping and it's just not cute. Yeah, everybody's gonna be making. Have you done disc planners or notebooks? Shalita, have you done disc?
I haven't done planners
Mhm.
yet. Yeah, that's on my list.
Right. And so what software do you create? She uses Canva. And there was something I missed. I feel like I missed somebody's. Okay. Yeah, and oh, that's what I was gonna say. You know, last week we learned from Hatane how to make the plan with
Planner
the
insert.
pages. Yeah. So you can take what you learned last week and combine it with your learning this week. If you recall, Hatane also laminated her pages and made a cover for her happy planner. Well, now you can take the same technique, do the same thing, embellishments. She used the embellishment. She used stickers. You can do the exact same thing. Let's say, for instance, you don't know how to make a scene right now, but you got a ton of stickers and you got some pretty cardstock paper that you bought from Michael's. Okay, so and then you have a notebook. So cut the notebook down, the cardstock paper down, embellish it with your glitter and your notebooks and your stickers and your sayings and all of that stuff, laminate it and punch it and do the same thing that you're doing here. So it all works together. It all works together. They're talking about your wrist work. There you go. Yes, you could use PowerPoint. You can use Publisher. You can use PowerPoint. You can use Photoshop. You can use Illustrator. Yeah, you can use Microsoft Word if you know how to do it you can use whatever that's going to get the thing to the page. And if you don't know how to use any of that or have access to that, but you can go to Michael's and buy stickers and cardstock, you can do this too. In a laminator, you could do this too.
Right. Or if you have a Cricut, you can make your own stickers that coordinate with.
There you go.
Your stuff.
I know you said that particular paper isn't available, but what about the print that was used on the folder? They love your geometric print. So do you have that available on your website to purchase?
It will be.
It will be. She's gonna do y'all.
I'll share.
Thank you, Elizabeth. The key to the perfect notebook is just take her course. And we're saying that because there's a lot of nuances that you're not going to be able to get. We're not going to be able to break down here tonight. While she's still coiling, what I would like to do is thank some folks that have always been supportive of this series, myself personally, the series, and the ladies on the platform, and Michael's. These are groups on Facebook. So you can go and follow them if you would like. Let them know that Karen and the Creative Boss Collective and Michael sent you. The first people I want to thank is, of course, my CBC, Creative Boss Collective, right here. Creative Boss Collective, TM. They are the tribe in my free group, and then also the Creative Boss Collective Inner Circle, which is my paid membership group. You also have CPNS Boutique VIPs, which is Shalita's group. The Tea Talk, which is Tanisha's group, the Tea Talk, the Creative Brown Girl Community. That is the group of Hatane from last week. The Lotus group, which is my beautiful Carol Carruthers. She's also a tribe member. Cover Me in Love Silhouette 101. She teaches you about silhouette. So if you want to know about that, definitely go over there. That is Latricia, also a member of my tribe. The Mommy Grind, A Black woman made that official craft group. Okay. Brown Girls Craft with Cricut. Cocoa Twins, Gold Friends, that is the Misha Bazemore. Crafty Black Girls. Mushka Clip Arts, of the commercial use. Mushka Clip Arts is the name of her group. And Inspired Paper Community. These groups for all 12 weeks have supported us, shouted us out, given us the opportunity to promote the Michaels in this event on their platform. And I personally am very grateful. So if you are in here and you are the leaders of these groups, please drop your links in the chat so these folks can follow you. Look at how quick that is. Now, what are you doing?
You know, a little something.
Yeah, a little extra
together.
A little extra.
You know, you can get you this cute little, you know, We Are Memory Keepers tab. And make you a cute little divider tab.
Y'all, see, y'all gonna be so super extra.
You know, you gotta be, oh, come on. If you're gonna do it, do it.
You do it.
Otherwise, just go buy you one from the store.
Be regular. Be extra or be regular. Which one you want to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Exactly. I love it. So y'all got that paper scraps at the house. Y'all know y'all do. Y'all can put them in that thing, because I bet all y'all got that. If you don't, you probably gonna go get it, because I got it. Y'all know y'all got that thing. Y'all saw it in the store. You use your 50% off coupon and you went and got it at Michael's.
It's a punch board. It's a tab punch board.
Punch you a tab and put it on there, and look at that. Y'all ain't gonna be able to tell y'all nothing. I'm not gonna be able to tell you nothing. Ain't nothing regular about CBCIC, right? You still working on becoming extra, Patty? Come on, girl. And the glitter matches the glitter in the
paper.
The scene. Y'all see that?
I just happen to have some glitter paper from Michael's. So.
This happened.
Yeah, this was actually Martha Stewart's glitter cardstock. So it was actually a big piece that I this is what I have left of it, and it worked.
Now, listen, don't be putting it on me talking about, or me or Shalita talking about, we got y'all out in these streets spending money. Don't even do it. I mean, we do, but sorry, not sorry, but you know, you got to own your stuff. Okay. You gonna sell more candles so you can get more stuff. I mean, that's about how we do things, you know? Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna thank you, Carmenita. She says she's proud of us. In the streets, wig snatch. That's right. Does Michael sell 8.5 by 11 white glitter cardstock paper that you can use to print covers? I don't know if you can print on glitter cardstock. Maybe you can you?
There is a glitter cardstock. So I haven't purchased it from Michael's, but Walmart does have a pack of paper that's glitter. It's white, silver, or gold. And yeah, it does make it really pretty, a little shimmer to it, but you don't get a lot of paper in that pack. So, you know.
Yeah. So there, okay, so y'all see, okay, open it up, let them see how the notebook flows. Look at that. Look at that. I absolutely love it. Look at that. And so you can combine 3 notebooks together. It's just all about the coil size, how big your coil is gonna do. Okay, consider adding a sticker to the glitter cover before laminating if you can't print on it. Okay. You can sublimate on white glitter cardstock. That's a great idea, Shonda. You're so sorry. You're just getting what info, Tiffany? Or learning, learning how to do it. Maddie just dropped a link to all the glitter cardstocks. Thank you, Maddie. Love the notebooks made easy. I was not giving up because the cinch is not for me. I know I used to teach
don't give
cinch
up.
class, and man,
don't give up.
Yeah. I don't even want to teach it anymore. I don't. Isn't the tab cute? Okay, y'all love it. Y'all love it. Beautiful work. Everybody's like, beautiful work.
Thank you, thank
Beautiful
you,
work.
thank you.
Yes. Okay. What? I'm trying to make sure I got all the cup. Well, this class was so much fun. I'm running to Michael's tomorrow. Absolutely. Girl, I'm going to be selling ice water bottles by the highway to get my supplies.
By any means necessary.
You got to do what you got to do, ma'am. Just don't get hit by the car. Okay. Yes, Michaels, that's the goal. Go in there and let them know Miss Creative CEO and Shalita Joseph and the whole tribe told y'all to come in here. Let them know.
Buy all of it.
Buy it all. Buy out the store. Okay.
If they don't have it in the store,
too,
if they don't have it in the store, go online.
That's it.
Get it all. Just get it.
They'll send it to you. Okay. So I love Shalita. You did it, man. Come on.
It.
You did it.
I can let my hair down now, but
let it down, girl. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I know it may have seemed complicated, but it's really not. If you take her class or rewatch this and slow it down, you could do it. You could do it. Karen and these ladies will have you in Michael's Daily. Michael's Reward keeps you coming back. That's right, Michael's Rewards. And Michael's has a 20% off coupons site-wide currently. So go and use it. Okay. You love your earrings, mine or Shalita's or both. Thank you for both of us if you do. Save some merch. Kalia says save some merchandise for me. Yeah, girl, these folks, you didn't jack these people up in here.
Good.
How do we watch this again? Probably on Saturday, late Friday, Saturday morning. It will be on the Michaels platform or on their YouTube, or on my website, Miss Creative CEO. You love you're inspired? Yes. Okay. I love it. Hot girl summer spent at Michaels. That's what I'm talking about. Hot girl craft summer. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. Y'all are amazing.
I love it.
What's the clubhouse name? Creative Boss Collective is the clubhouse name, Creative Boss Collective. So make sure you go there, follow us, so that you get notified when I do go live. But the best way to find me is to go to my website, misscreativeceo.com, or you can go to our group, the Creative Boss Collective TM on Facebook, and get in there. It gave you life, Robin. That was it. Robin, you said earlier that was your dream to make these notebooks and stuff. And so Shalita, you didn't help her fulfill one of her dreams. She gonna make this thing happen.
Awesome.
She gonna make
somebody help me, and I'm happy to help the next person. So right. Awesome.
Right. Now, before we go with this, y'all listen, y'all better not be out in these streets charging the wrong price. Let me get close to you. Get close. Don't be out here in these streets charging the wrong price for all this stuff. Blink, blink. Don't do that. Just because just because that notebook costs 25 cents, she got 2 notebooks that were 25 cents or less, that's 50 cents. And that paper and stuff may cost a total of $5, all of that together. I bet not, B-E-T, not, one word. Find out y'all out in these streets selling these things for $5. We're going to have a problem. Okay. That's not what it's worth. You need to take the pricing class. You need to get in the tribe. You need to get, to the group so we can help you with that. Shalita's real good. I'm real good with that. Bet not. That's right. one word. Okay. Yeah. I'm in Atlanta. That's where I'm at. Okay. Y'all, and anything that y'all sell, not just these notebooks, but anything. If I can't leave you with anything else, know your worth, people. Know your worth. But before we get into that, as we start to wind down, we've got my team got some questions for you. They got some questions for you. So, and now wait a minute, hold on. She up there rubbing her hands, okay? She rubbing her hands, okay? So you got your mute. Can I hear you? I don't hear you. I hear you now. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. All right, go for it.
Says,
Pay attention.
Y'all ready? Okay. I hope y'all were listening. I have my people, my BLD, looking at the chat. So the first person to give me the correct, complete answer will win a gift card to Michael's. I mean, it don't get no better than that. Okay. So the first question is, what is the, listen to the whole question. You know, y'all so quick. Hold on, listen to the whole question. Okay. What is the whole size of the machine she uses for binding?
Ooh, Lord. Good Lord. Like, what's wrong? What's going on? What's happening?
Who saw it?
What's happening, man?
Elizabeth Slusher.
Okay.
Oh, friend.
Lynette said Elizabeth cheated.
That's tribe right there. Okay, come on. Well, Elizabeth, you know how to find us. Make sure you send your complete mailing address to support@misscreativeceo.com. Now, the second question is a two-part question, okay? Make sure, again, you listen to the full question before you answer. What is the paper weight and mill of the laminator sheets that Shalita uses?
Wow.
Well,
they
gotta have
Patricia G.
Okay, Patricia G. Make sure you send your full name, mailing address to support@misscreativeceo.com and you will get your gift card by the end of the season, which is today.
Woo, Lord. Hot, y'all. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Janae and team, for that. Oh my God. So y'all, what, I'm gonna miss these classes too. We're gonna take a break, but trust and believe you gonna see me again. Come on now. Y'all think that's the last of me? Come on. Like, come on. But before we do that, what I want to do is
Wait. I wanted to share something, if that's okay.
we're not going anywhere. Go ahead. You got it. You got it.
So I told you if you stay to the end that I would have something for you. So the team has been dropping my links to the website for my digital paper and courses. And if you use the code Michaels30, you get 30% off your purchase of all digital paper, digital notebook covers, and courses. That's it.
That's a lot. So y'all can go over there and get some cute stuff.
Stock
Okay.
up. And then I want to see your notebooks that you make.
You got to tag her. You got to tag her. Get your stuff. How long is this gonna last? Until
the code is through Sunday, so that anyone who's watching the replay can take advantage of it. So through Sunday night.
That's very good, y'all. So there's that. Okay. But I want to take this moment again. We did it at the beginning, but also now I want to say thank you to everyone that has been on this platform with me, helping me make this amazing event every single week be great. So here's a little something for you. Hold on. Y'all know how we do this thing. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all give your round of applause. And we couldn't have done this and we wouldn't be here without all of you guys, the audience. The audience. Y'all. Thank you for your support, man. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for letting these people know, put them on notice that we are here and we are fabulous. And yeah, no, Tamika, I ain't gonna do it. I can't. I'm not gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna do it. And then what's that thing? I did it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen that one? I'm like, we got a few minutes before we get out of here. Does anybody in the audience have anything to say about this, or you can raise your hand and say a couple words? Go ahead. You got to unmute yourself, Toya, real quick.
Hi, thank you so much for all that you've done and accomplished. I'm very proud of you. I'm very honored to be on here, and you definitely keep me encouraged. I greatly appreciate you for bringing this idea to Michaels. Thank you, Michaels, for letting her do it.
Thank you, Toya. I appreciate you. Miss Pat Singleton.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I am so proud of you guys. Adrian is my daughter,
I know.
and she has been working at this for such a long time. So thank you so much, Karen, and the rest of your tribe for taking her under your wing, encouraging her, and mentoring her, because she has done so great. And now I see why. And I'm getting emotional as well. So I'm going to be quiet.
Misha.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Shalita. Hey, Karen. Just stopping by to let you guys know how surreal it is to see Shalita online teaching something we got together with in 2018 to talk about, and to see it with the consistency and to see the work that comes from consistency, and consistency wins every day. Thank you so very much, Karen and Shalita. And I just look forward to more of what you have to bring. Thank you so much.
Ebony.
Sorry, I cut my camera on. I just want to say thank you, Karen, and to new tribe members for this platform, because it's so encouraging to see women of color providing and support to each other, and not being like gatekeepers when it comes to crafting, and just sharing your knowledge to help us grow and start our own business, and giving us the strength to not give up on ourselves. So I thank you. I didn't get to attend all of them, but I'm excited that I was at least a part of most of them. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Ebony. Ebony Davis. Unmute.
I definitely appreciate you ladies. Man, you have encouraged me so much. Sometimes I watch y'all and this is my first time, but you know what? God know what he is doing. He is blessing y'all out of y'all socks. This is only the beginning. Just wait. I mean, you are just like an encouragement to so many young ladies, not just like me, just period. And I'm just grateful to God for this time. And my prayer is that God continue to elevate you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Tara?
Hi, everyone. I just want to take this time to thank you so much, Karen, and everybody else for welcoming me, one of your Canadian sisters, into your group, and for being my earth angels and keeping me accountable for my work and keeping me motivated through some hard times. You guys are truly blessings, and I am so honored to have you guys in my life. And on behalf of my son as well, he says thank you for keeping his mom safe. So love you all, and hopefully once everything is done with this pandemic and everything, I can hop on the plane and come and party with y'all, because y'all just, the vibe that you guys bring, I just love you guys. Stay blessed.
Thank you, Tara. Kim?
Hi.
Hey, girl, hey.
I'm surprised y'all caught me. Okay, mine is gonna be I'm gonna try to be short, but it's just little. Sometimes we feel that we should not pay for the classes that we get. Nothing from nothing is nothing. And I say that because I took a class from Shalita. I paid for it. It was $350. I was wiping my brow. I kept saying, Lord, that's a lot for a class. What if I don't get what she said I could get? Then I missed the class. She sent me the class, as she did, a copy of the class. It was 2 a.m. I was watching the class. I was like, oh my gosh, everything on here was so true. Now, I've missed every last class. I must have just crossed her page this past week and noticed that she was going to be on here. And I was like, okay, I know she awesome. So whoever she dealing with has to be awesome, because the class was awesome. It was 1 hour, cut and dried. Don't look for nothing extra. But if you followed what she said in the class, if you're not making anything, it's on yourself. It is not because she didn't teach it. And they always say, iron sharpens iron. So for you all to be connected in such a way, just seeing how I got to join your page. I got to join some of these other pages. I got to see what else is out there. No, I might not be able to do everything, but I know that iron sharpens iron. And we're not going to get anybody else that's not teaching us what we actually need to know. And you said, don't let you find out we was charging $5. And in one thing in her class, that's what she said, you have to know your worth. You have to charge accordingly. And so I just want to tell you, thank you all both for just an awesome class. Of course, I'm going to be stalking the YouTube and all that till I can get all the ones that I missed, but I really do appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Kim. You can head over to my website, misscreativeceo.com, and hit MCC and Michaels, and all of the classes up to this one. This one, whenever it comes out, I'll post it, but you can catch all the rest of them while you wait for this one to come out. And you are absolutely right. It goes both ways. She sharpens me, I sharpen her, they sharpen me, my friends, all of that. Thank you so much. Now, this next person, I'm not sure if I'm ready for her. I am really not sure if I'm ready for her. So I'm gonna say Hey, mama. My mama has been here at every single class. She is honorary BOD. Okay.
You know, there is a scripture in the Bible that says that one who is properly taught will be like his teacher. I just want you all to know that I taught her everything she knows. And she was a good student. So that's where she is. She got from where she was to where she is now because she listened. And that's a very good thing. She didn't just hear, you know, there's a difference between hearing and listening. She didn't just hear me, she listened and she took it to heart. So, okay, I think you're like me now. You like to
Y'all wonder where I get it from? See, I thought it was gonna go in another direction, but y'all wonder where I get it from? That right there, that. Thank you, mama. Miss Hatane.
Okay, so your mama made me cry. So that was that. First of all, I got my LaFembo on, so y'all better say something about that. I am not BOD, so I don't have a shirt. So I wore my LaFembo, and y'all know I'm not girly, and on delete. Also, secondly, nobody asked us to show what we made.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Okay. Okay.
And made a notebook.
Who else made a notebook? Who else? Show it. I got you on spotlight. Show it.
I actually made, that's the one I made, like Shalita made it with the coil. Then
Okay.
I made one.
Yes. Look at it. It's cute.
And I used my own paper that I printed myself.
You sure did.
Bam.
Okay. You keep talking. I'm gonna show Miss Billy. Look at Miss Billy's.
Yes,
I love
ma'am.
it. Yes, Miss Billy.
got
And she put the
that-
little pom-pom on the side. And she got dangles. Okay, she real extra. Okay. I love it. I love it. And Misha, let me see yours. Yes, now this is the queen of notebooks anyway. So it only stands to reason that she would have done it anyway. I love it. I love it. Did anybody else? Let me scan this. Let me scan the crowd. Did anybody? Okay, Miss Sean. Let's see. Replace. There we go. Look at hers. I love it. I love it. You did it. You did it. Okay. Awesome. Now we are back to where did Hatane go? I just had her. Hatane, say something. Oh, asked to unmute. Were you done with what you were saying?
No, I was not.
Okay.
I did want to remind you about showing the
Thank you.
notebooks. I just wanted to say, as a member and as a follower and a receipt of the Creative Boss Collective, because I consider myself a receipt of the Creative Boss Collective and the one and only Miss Creative CEO, Karen Baxter. If y'all don't get anything else from this 12 weeks, or even if you don't get anything else from tonight, know this: what you see is what you get. She is all love and serious about her business. She's gonna hug you and fuss at you at the same time. She's gonna make sure you get where you need to be, whether you want to go there or not. As long as
I don't care.
As long as she sees you still here fighting and kicking, she's gonna drag you right along with her, whether you want to go or not. And I just want to say thank you. And I love you.
I love you too. Thank you. Thank you. And what, if you don't know, they're talking about Inner Circle, which is my private membership group, which happens to be open right now. And that's where a lot of these women came from and got all this stuff that they're talking about from me. Shonda, and then we're gonna lock it down with Tamika. As always, we're gonna close it out with Tamika. You know it's gonna be a wrap. Go get your tissue because it's already gonna be a wrap. Go ahead, Miss Shonda.
Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? I don't know if
Yes,
I'm muted.
ma'am.
Okay.
Mhm.
I am one of the newest members of the Inner Circle, proudly one of the newest members of the Inner Circle. I attached myself to Karen, I think the first conversation I had with her. I didn't know why at that time, but I knew she was someone that I needed to be around, whose presence I needed in my life at the time. I wasn't ready to fully commit to being an Inner Circle member, even though I was silently encouraged very early on by so many of my sisters out there. But I knew that I needed to attach myself to her, and I'm so glad that I did. She has already inspired me on so many ways without even being an Inner Circle member. So I am here. I'm here to stay. I am so proud of all of you, all of you, all of you, all of you, all of you. I didn't get to make it to many sessions, but I'm so proud of y'all. So proud of y'all. This just validated my decision to invest in myself. And if any of you are considering it, please, please go and join right now. Right now. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to. Every single one of these ladies are someone that are going to inspire you in a different way. No matter if their craft is something that you could care less about, it's just the way that they go about doing it that is going to inspire you. So I encourage everyone that's considering it, go ahead and join. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of you, Karen. You know, I've been giving you your flowers all year, every time I can. But I'm so happy to be a part of the tribe. So thank you. Thank you for having me.
Here. I'm happy to be here too. Don't think these tears, don't let these tears.
We've been crying all day. I'm tired. We've been crying since 12:30. Enough is enough.
Oh my goodness. I'm super excited about this next person. Everybody, I'm so overwhelmed. We're going to continue. We got to get off this platform in the next 7 minutes. Michael's is always so gracious to me. They're always so gracious to me. And so, but I don't want to, run it in the ground. So we got to get off of this. But we do have an after party. Usually I have an after party for every week. Right after the session, we go in and celebrate whoever it was on the platform for the week. And this week, I'm allowing whoever wants to attend, you're welcome to attend, ask questions, kick it with us for a little bit. And they're going to drop that link in the chat. So you make sure you copy it and paste it or whatever so that you don't miss out. Because it's gonna be lit. Okay. So this next person, I already know I ain't ready for it. I ain't ready for it, but here we go. Come on with it. Come on.
Hey. First, I just want to say, Shalita, I am so proud of you. You did an excellent job tonight. And now you're making me, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna stick with my cakes. And not do no notebook.
You can do a notebook to jot down your recipe.
Yes, you absolutely. There we go.
That's how we do that. Enabler alert. Right. That's how you do that.
Karen Baxter. Girl, when I tell you this is just the beginning, eyes have not seen, neither ears have heard what God is about to do in your life. And as I told you earlier in Clubhouse, if y'all don't know, I'm trying to told you in Karen's words, be like the woman that had to touch the hem of his garment. I knew when I met her, I had to stick to her, and I did not know why. I didn't know the reason why, but it was to break some barriers in my life, to tear off some cabbage layers, because you're going to cry, you're going to snot, you're going to do all of that. But you know what? You will not fall. You will not break. If anything, you're going to become stronger. And this woman right here has birthed out 12 babies in 12
child.
and girl, now that you're done, the glow is all over you. The glow is all over you. So I thank God for you. I pray that God will continue to bless you, bless the tribe, bless BOD. And this, again, is just the beginning, because the doors have busted wide open for you. This platform right here has launched you and catapulted you into a whole nother realm. And Michaels, I thank you for allowing her to be a part of this platform. Eyes have not seen. This is just the beginning for you. I love you, and I appreciate you, and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
I love you. I have no words for what you guys have given me over these last 12 weeks. This is not the end of it. It's not. We got to take a break, but we'll be back. I don't know how. I don't know exactly when, but I will be back. And everything that I am is not of me. Let's be clear. Let's be real clear. Everything that I am, well, you already know, the lady came up here and told you where I got it from, you know, but it's because of what her and my father instilled in me, my belief system, my faith, and I operate from that, from my spirit and from my heart. And so what you see is what you get, and it is what it is. And I thank all of you guys. I thank Michaels. I thank my team. I thank everyone. I'm grateful. I'm grateful beyond measure. So thank you for showing up every week for me. Thank you. And come hang with us so we can get real crazy. Not really crazy, but you know, whatever happens. But if you want to come celebrate, you're more welcome. Then do it. Okay. And you know how we got to leave it. You know how I do things. We gone
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so
who's gonna come up here and dance with me? Let's dance. Let's get it out. Dance it out. Let's dance it out.
Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Them old mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's old news. That's new news. I done did that before. I turn nothing to something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it. More action. You just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money. They gotta never settle. This view is so much better. I'm chilling. I'm winning. Like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me, I see prayed up. Nothing I'm afraid of. And I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Fake friends get dropped like weight. Team love don't want no hate. I'm grinding, I'm shining. Up, I'm on my way. They gotta never settle. This view
All right,
is so much
y'all.
better. I'm chilling.
Y'all
I'm
rock.
winning, like on another level.
Y'all rock. Okay. Y'all better know it. Go and hit them streets, Instagram streets, and let them know who it is. Let them know what it's about. What we doing?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Level up.